Hello, my lovely, luscious Leos. Welcome, welcome. It is Sachi the Scorpio, and I am here to deliver your guided healing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. The more energy that you send to me, the more energy that I can send to you. And just a friendly reminder, the top 2 videos that get the most likes will, that's YouTube and Instagram combined, will be getting a twin flame bonus as well as promo codes for the extended if you feel called to go to the extended. Leo, since you did come in second this round, this month, you will be getting a 25% off promo code using the word second, SECOND, all capital letters for 25% off if you feel called. So thank you, congratulations. You will also be getting a twin flame bonus after I finish this guided healing for all the signs. Anyway, let's hop into it, Leo. This is what came out in the cleansing ceremony. A new start is coming, new moon. Woo woo, that's awesome. So you have a new beginning on its way, Leo. We have don't let your past hold you back, south node. So check your south node and your north node, and your north node, but check your south node in your natal chart in order to make sure that you're not, portraying the behaviors of your south node, right? You don't want to let your past, your karmic gunk hold you back. And south node, north node, right, which is 180 degrees from your south node. Your north node can show your soul's mission, right? It's like your deepest level of fulfillment should you choose to go on that path, right? You don't always have to be going in the direction of your north node. But when you are going in that direction, you are manifesting your highest vibrational timeline. Your north node is also called your true node or your north star, right? So as long as you're following it, you're going towards your highest vibrational timeline, your deepest soul fulfillment. However, right, in contrast, 180 degrees is the south node, which is, it's not always super bad to go your south node, but it's very easy. If it comes easy, it's very comforting. And again, a lot of it is because there's a lot of karmic gunk that is associated with it, where you're just sort of taking the easy way out or letting things just repeat and repeat. So if you want this new start coming, the energy being cleansed says, don't let your past hold you back. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. So it is definitely time to show your authenticity. Show the world the real you, right? And when does the full moon in Aquarius happen? It happens in Leo season, right? We just had the Aquarius full moon not too long ago. So I feel like that probably, sparked a lot of energy of you to let go of things that are not authentically you. And now is really the time to contemplate how you are really going to show the world the real you and let the authenticity shine. And as you are becoming more and more like your authentic self, we have the full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. So if you were worried about any sort of romantic cycle or any sort of balance in your life, don't worry, because there is going to be a win-win situation. We had the Empress coming out in reverse here. So, the Empress can tell me that your divine feminine energy is a little bit off, Leo. The Empress can also be ascribed to the relationship with the mother, so this could have to do with mother healing. It's interesting because this is the top card that came out in the cleansing ceremony for Virgo as well, who was right before you. So, who came in first this month. So if you're dealing with a Virgo, you guys are very, very connected. So anyway, with the Empress in reverse, this is also angelic energy, in reverse. So I will say the same thing that I said to Virgo, and I like to remind everyone of this every once in a while. Angels are not Christian. So if you have beef with Christianity, please don't take it out on the angels, especially the archangels. They are here to help, right? So we see that some angelic frequencies could be being pushed away. I got a message during the cleansing ceremony for you. I wrote it down here, Leo. It was that if you have to go through the 7 layers of hell in order to gain access to the 7th heaven, which is the 7th dimension, which is where a lot of angelic beings live. And so, yeah, so obviously, some of you might be sort of in the pits of HE double hockey sticks, rather than ascending into these angelic and heavenly frequencies. We see the 4 of Wands and then the Ace of Wands came out. And it felt like a pretty big juxtaposition of these paths, right? We have the 4 of Wands, which for me could indicate some sort of twin flame union, right? It's 2 wands coming together, 2 twin flames. However, You know, Four of Wands traditionally can mean marriage and, you know, union, like you're going through some sort of threshold with somebody. However, in this deck, you know, there's a little leprechaun, which can mean that there are a lot of riches, right? So there definitely could be some sort of luck involved here that has happened. And the Four of Wands is traditionally a very good card, right? It indicates union. As you can see, you know, a leprechaun is filled with riches and is moving forward, and the path is lit for him. So I feel like there is some sort of path that you're going down. It's very, you know, you can kind of see where you're going, and there might be somebody with you perhaps. And then on the other hand, there's this Ace of Wands, and they're very similar, as you can see. You know, look at this path and then look at this path. There's another path that you feel like there's some sort of light, you know, at the end of this journey. And, you know, you're kind of deciding basically to go down this Four of Wands path or to go down this Ace of Wands path. And the Ace of Wands could be a completely new beginning. Excuse me. Okay, well, anytime that I sneeze, it means that something really wants to come out. Yeah, so this new start, there is this sort of new beginning, you know, out there where the road might be a little bit tumultuous, might be uncertain in order to get to that Ace of Wands, which can be a very masculine energy, right? It's like new magic, new things coming through. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, there's two paths and it feels very unsure. Although I will mention one is very much in the light and one is very much in the shadow. So we had the fairy type energy come out. So for me, fairy type has to do with soulmate relationships, right? You do this, I do this, various soul contracts that you have. It's also the crown chakra for me. So, you know, it would make sense that the crown chakra is in reverse if the angelic energy is in reverse too, right? If you are not accessing these sort of heavenly dimensions, then your crown chakra will not have a halo on it, right? It's not going to be to its utmost potential. And then we had Caterpie using adaptive evolution. So this is telling me that your heart chakra has evolved and adapted to things that have gone on, but it's still in a larval stage, and that you have to understand that you will eventually be a butterfly in this situation. However, your heart chakra is still sort of, again, in this, the Caterpie stage of it. And with Tentacle lost in the waves in reverse, this is telling me that your third eye is trying not to get lost in the waves, trying not to get lost in your emotional body, right? Your waters. And we have Floatzel using Screwtail, and it's because, you know, emotionally, anytime there's a tail, I take it as things that have happened from the past. So, you know, anything emotionally in the past, you've gotten screwed a couple times, right? People have not done you correctly, right? They have taken advantage of you in the past, and you're really just trying not to get lost in that, because there's a lot of soulmate relationships that you've had that are not high vibrational angelic connections, right? It's like they're not your neighbor in heaven, you know what I mean? And then on 3D reality, that means the connection is not good. And so, yeah, and that has caused your heart chakra to evolve in certain ways, which are a little, you know, they're larval at the moment. They haven't gone through the cocoon stage or, you know, the butterfly end of the metamorphosis. So, Leo, I hope that you enjoyed your birthday season. As you know, I am a sidereal astrologist, so Leo season, you know, just ended recently, and we've been in Virgo season for a little bit, which will last until the end of October. So if you want to see for yourself, right, we have a Mercury retrograde in Virgo. If you want to see for yourself, just download any astronomy app and look at the sky for yourself. You know, trust your own eyes. All right, so what we are going to do for this segment of guided healing, we are going to see what is going on, what is bothering you in your daily routine, in your daily life, right? Because Virgo rules daily routines and such. And then we will take a look into what is the blockage that is stopping you from changing this bothersome daily occurrence. And then we will look at how we can overcome that blockage, some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline, and then, of course, some oracles at the end. So let's take a look for Leo. What is going on? What is bothering them? A win-win outcome is forecast. Interesting. So we saw that that came out in the cleansing ceremony. So I do feel like your dreams need a practical plan. Okay. So we saw this in the cleansing ceremony, right? Libra is the sign of balance, of masculine and feminine energy within a one-on-one relationship. It could be romantic or platonic, but I am feeling that there is some that it is like a romantic. And with your dreams need a practical plan, it feels like being overly masculinated. Yeah, I just opened it up and it said believe in the impossible. So we will bring that out. Confidence is your key to success, Leo. So yeah, it's like this win-win outcome is forecast. And there's this feeling of like the only way that you can sort of have a win-win outcome is if you're super practical about the plan. There's nothing wrong about being practical, right? But again, that's hyper masculinated energy. This is fixed earth energy, right? Taurus. So that has a lot to do with, you know, like fixed earth, right, is like concrete, baby, right? It doesn't move. So, you know, it's like very, very solid, and you feel like it has to sort of be this overly, you know, solid energy that it's not allowing the divine feminine flow in the relationship. And that's what this, you know, non-practical believing the impossible, that's what it feels like. Because like, you know, believing the impossible is not a practical part of a plan. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's the issue is, you know, the belief in what could be without being hyper practical or without having to be super anchored into the physical reality of things. It's interesting that Libra and Taurus came up. I am getting some Venus vibes since they are both ruled by Venus. And right now Venus is in Libra. So, you know, in love and relationships in general, but definitely romantic ones, we are really, you know, seeing what is out of balance, what is not, you know, who brings us peace, who brings us chaos, sort of thing. What relationships are even surface level. And also the last blue moon that we had, which I was still a tropical astrologist at the time, was the blue moon in Taurus. So there could have been something that happened around that time that would have been in Scorpio season last year. There could have been something significant that happened. Oh yeah, there was something else that came out in the cleansing ceremony, and it was about Scorpio, so I don't know if maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio, but I got the message. It's like Scorpio tend to wish death upon themselves so frequently that eventually this sort of takes on energy of its own, and eventually it does catch up to the Scorpio, but it's not the physical death, right? It's a death and rebirth. So then they, you know, change and completely transform, and you can really no longer recognize them. So, all right, let's see what is going on with this. What is bothering Leo? So if this is not you that can't believe in the impossible, it might be the partner that you're with that is just always, you know, sort of over practical and can't believe in the impossible. We have the 3 of Cups. So this could have to do with some sort of creative project that you want to do or transform. So it could just be your relationship with, again, it could be anybody. If it's not romantic, it looks like it's someone that you're trying to create something with, whether it's a business or music or, you know, whatever it is, because the 3 of Cups is all about transmuting emotional energy into art, basically, right? There's only 2 people here, but there's 3 cups, and it's because they share this emotional cup that is being transmuted into something else, right? Something external to them. I am feeling, okay, I guess there's, okay. Yeah, tell me more about this. That's weird. I thought I felt one. Temperance. So we have some Sagittarian energy coming in. So basically the balance here between it's like there's a 3rd cup, right? And it's like you and this person are both pouring emotional energy, but the balance of the way that you guys are sort of pouring into this is not it's not balanced in the masculine and feminine energy. We'll just put it that way, right? Temperance is all about spiritual alchemy, which can be, you know, very scorpionic energy, since they do represent alchemy and, you know, transforming from one into another. And this is the swan spirits that can transform into human women forms, and they're like trickery and things like that. So there definitely is some, you know, surface level changes that are very tricky here is what I'm getting, especially with that Libran energy, which rules the skin and how things look on the surface. So yeah, it feels more like a relationship here that is really a bit out of balance. Temperance, I will also say, means the abstinence of alcohol. So there could be something about that, or any sort of, you know, mind-altering substance here, especially because we have cups. Let's see, what's the light energy here? We have Magmar using Ram. So Magmar using Ram, you know, Ram is some Aries energy, which is kind of like, you know, how to move forward, how to keep taking action. It feels like there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of firepower between you and this person. Magmar is like hot. He lives in volcanoes and around volcanoes and has like, excuse me, oh my gosh, yeah, if you just heard me, you know, like magma for breath. It literally felt like I was like burping up magma. So yeah, excuse me, Leo. But yeah, so I do feel like there's so much fire, but it's so hot that it just sort of melts everything around it, which, Leo, you know, you're hot, right? You're fixed fire. So if whatever you're interacting with can't really work with that intense fire that you have, that endless flame that won't go out, you know what I mean? Like, then it's a destructive type volcano energy, even though I'm feeling more Aries energy. So check where Aries is in your chart, or if you're dealing with someone who has Aries in their chart. But again, like temperance is that alchemy, right? And on the traditional temperance card is a guy with hot water and cold water, right? It's like trying to get it to a lukewarm temperature, and it looks like it's just, again, hot. It says, found near the mouth of a volcano, this fire breather's body temperature is nearly 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, again, it's like super, super hot. We do get the number, you know, 22,000. So I feel like 222 is probably something that you've been seeing a lot. That is also the number of balance, right? Which has to do with Libra. So I am getting that this is really all about a partnership that is just out of whack. Let's see, what's the shadow here? We have Bunnery using Bounce. So what I was getting is that, you know, part of the problem is this win-win outcome of sort of always trying to make everything look nice on the surface, you know, and it's like a fake nice because, you know, you are kind of always trying to balance the situation, but really you're the one balancing it. You know, you're kind of always responding to what this situation is. And with Bunnery using Bounce, I am getting like, you know, you're afraid, like you're thinking about bouncing out of the situation, or you're afraid that the other person is going to bounce out of the situation. It definitely feels like there is some abandonment issues that are involved here in the shadow. It says their ears are always rolled up. They can be forcibly extended to shatter even a large boulder. So it's talking about ears always rolled up. So I feel like someone is like never listening. You know what I mean? When their ears are rolled up, they're not listening. And so maybe the way even that someone bounces out of this situation or out of the conversation is literally by just not listening. So that can, you know, that's not a good pattern, right? And yeah, this can forcefully extend to shatter even a large boulder. Like that's a lot of force where, you know, there's a lot of barriers that can be broken here, right? But, you know, the strength that can be used to break down these walls, these boulders and stuff are right now being used to sort of shut off listening skills. All right. So like I said, in the extended, we're going to take a look at what is the blockage that is stopping, you know, changing whatever this situation that is bothering you in your daily routine. Then we're going to look at how to overcome that blockage, and then some advice on how to manifest your highest vibrational timeline, and some oracle advice, of course. And like I said, you know, second, SECOND, all capital letters will get you 25 off in the extended, Thank you again for all of your likes, Leo. Leo gang forever. All right, let's see here. What Archangel would like to bring us into the extended. Remember who you are. This is Archangel Michael. You are a powerful, loving, creative child of God. You are very loved. So it feels like whatever this relationship was, you feel like you've kind of lost yourself in it. You don't feel like, you know, you need to remember who you are and not, you know, always be trying to balance out this other person here. And divine order, there's the Libran scales again. And I'm not sure if I mentioned how Venus is in Libra right now. So there is divine order to what is going on. This is Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. So know that everything is being divinely aligned to set you up for success. And it looks like, you know, the most important thing to do right now is remember who you are in order to understand the divine balance of things. And, you know, part of that has to do with the, you know, showing the world the real you, which we saw is something that is being cleansed here. So Leo, if you'd like to follow me into the extended, the link is in the description box below, or if you're on Instagram, it's also in link in my bio. But if we part ways here, good luck with the situation. I am sending you so much love, a big hug, and a kiss on your third eye. Mwah.